everyone. To start this day off, let me ask you a question. May pera ka pa ba? O naubos mo na rin kakahilan ng inner child mo? If you answer the latter, I'd say, same! Kasi ganun tayo, di ba? Kapag i-justify natin yung gastos natin, sasabihin natin, deserve ko to, i-heal ko inner child ko. O ano nangyari sa'yo? Kakahil mo ng inner child mo, ubos na yung pera mo. Pero okay lang, kasi same-same tayo dito. Kasi at the end of the day, na-fulfill yung inner child natin, di ba? Ikaw man mismo, or ako man mismo sa sarili ko, hindi man tayo fulfilled, pero yung inner child natin, na-fulfill. Kasi yung tayo nung bata tayo, ang bilis nating makontento, di ba? Kunwari, maglalaro ka lang sa labas, pag uwi mo, pawis na pawis ka, si nanay, nagluluto sa kusina, tatanungin mo, Ma, anong ulam? Those were the simpler days. Those days when we would run around the playground barefoot, feeling each grass beneath our feet. The days when we would feel the cold breeze of air, accompanied by the sun rays' warmth as we pretend to fly on the swing. The days when we would feel the adrenaline rush through our veins as we anticipate each descent and laugh through each ascent on a seesaw. Those were the good times, when too high and too low meant going up the swings and down the slides. When too high and too low meant trying to find balance on a seesaw. Pero pag sinabi ko sa'yo na sa pagtanda natin, nandun pa rin tayo sa playground na yon. Nandun pa rin tayo sa seesaw na yon. We continue to experience up highs and down lows, still seeking balance. That is life. Life as a teenager. Life that everyone in this room, everyone in this theater, in this auditorium may or may not be experiencing. Diba? Kasi we ride that seesaw once more. And it takes us either up here or down here, but never here. So this story starts when I was 15. A very busy 15-year-old, I may add. I barely had any time to have fun, let alone go to a playground and ride the seesaw. So going like that on a seesaw was the last thing I had on my mind. Being on a seesaw, I thought that it was something that I would outgrow, something that I would leave behind as I grow older, something that was only meant for 5-year-old me. Pero 10 years later, shucks, mali pala ako. Kasi dito pala nagsisimula lahat. Now is when I unknowingly hopped on that seesaw. And I call that seesaw the seesaw of giving. Not the season of giving. Di ako si Santa ha. The seesaw of giving. So pag sumakay ka ng seesaw, you're either too low or too high up. Right? I got on that seesaw and I skyrocketed. I was up here. And as a child, that would be fun. That would be ecstatic. Nasa taas ka ng seesaw. It's so fun, right? But if you're a teenager, tas yung seesaw na yon is used as a metaphor for life, well, brace yourself. Because conflict is on your way. And it was definitely on mine. Because when I got up here, I was slapped real hard on the face with the consequences of being too giving. Okay. So, asa mo na nabunin nung elementary school? Pagtungtong ko ng high school, I was so desperate for people to like me. Ayoko na mabully. I wanted these people to like me. And I thought na the way for these people to like me was to be kind, to be giving, to be selfless. So, nung nagkaroon na ako ng friends, kasi award naman pala sa backstabbing tong mga to, they would talk crap behind my back Pero ako pa rin una nilang lalapitan pag may kailangan sila. Zayana, pakopya. Zayana, palibre. Whatever. Pero wala people pleaser to. Gusto ko magustuhan nila ako. Ayoko nang mabully, so I continue to be kind to them. Sige, kumopya ka. Sige, lilibre kita. And long story short, kakabigay ko sa maling tao, naubos ako. Nothing was left in me except animosity. And that changed me into a person I couldn't recognize. Kasi from up here to too much giving, I went down here to too little giving. Naranasan ko na what it's like na magbigay ng sobra. And I was destroyed mentally, emotionally, socially. Natatakot ako na maubos ulit ako. So, naturally, I stopped. I seized that kindness. Naging selfish akong tao. Kasi ayoko na maubos So, hindi na. Ako na dito. Sa akin na to lahat. Selfish na ako. Wala na kayo. And nung naging selfish ako, I failed to concern myself with the people around me who were genuine and authentic. I seized that kindness. I stopped being kind without putting into account the people who actually deserved my kindness. And I lost them. I lost my real friends. Now, if I ask you to choose, anong side ng seesaw mas pipiliin mo? Too high or too low? Too much giving or too little giving? Makakapili ka ba? Kasi on either end of the seesaw, may burden, may conflict. Masyado kang mapagbigay, mauubos ka. Masyado kang madamot, mawawalan ka ng tao sa paligid mo. And if either side carries a burden, I have a question. Or you probably have a question. Saan dapat? Where is peace? Ladies and gentlemen, I have one word for you. If you want me to answer the question, where is peace? I would simply answer that by saying virtue. Now, I have here 4 questions regarding virtue. And as we tackle each, your eyes would be more open to the importance of virtue apropos to this problem, apropos to the problem, where is peace? So first, what is virtue? Virtue is the golden mean between 2 vices, one of excess and the other deficiency. That is according to Aristotle, one of my favorite philosophers actually. And the golden mean, it is the idea of finding the midpoint of 2 extremes, the middle ground. So ang virtue pala ay kapag nahanap mo na ang gitna ng sobra at kulang. But why? Why do we need the golden mean? Why virtue? Simple. Because virtue is balance. Let me provide you with an example. As per Aristotelian philosophy, the golden mean between insensibility and licentiousness is temperance. Temperance balances the extremes of being insensible and being licentious. And the reason why virtue is because the solution to our problem is balance. Babalansehin mo yung sobra at yung kulang. Babalansehin ko ang pagiging mapagbigay at pagiging masyadong madamot. Dito lang sa gitna. Sakto lang. Now, paano? Paano mo makukuha yung virtue? Paano ka magkakaroon ng balance? How do you get virtue? This is the tough part. Because to experience balance, you have to experience both extremes. Kailangan mong maranasan maging sobra, kailangan mong maranasan maging kulang para malaman mo kung nasaan ka. After all, experience is the best teacher, diba? And I somehow concur to that. Kasi nung naranasan kong magbigay ng sobra, it was bad. And so I stopped. Naranasan ko naman maging sobrang damot, it was also bad. Pero, dahil naranasan ko pareho, alam ko na kung nasan dapat ako, alam ko kung nasan yung gitna. Hindi sobra, hindi konti, sakto lang. Nasa gitna lang. Balance. Now, Let us answer the last question. How will you know if you have attained virtue? Paano mo malalaman kung nahanap mo na yung balance? There comes a point in life where you unawarely ride that seesaw. And it takes you up here or down here. But then again, never here. It never takes you here. The middle, yung gitna, o yung golden mean. Because come to think about it, nababalanse ba ang seesaw? Diba hindi? A seesaw is always leaning towards one side. It is constantly moving you up and down. It is never ending. It's a never-ending cycle. A seesaw never finds its equilibrium. So you're probably wondering, paano yun? Paano pag nakasakay na ako sa seesaw na yun? Ano, hindi na ako makakahanap ng balance? Ano, habang buhay na lang akong mag-feeling back and forth sa sobra at sa kulang? Ganun na lang ba? And to answer that, no. You know what you have to do? You take a deep breath. Take a deep breath when you get out of that seesaw. Kasi if you don't, what will happen? You get stuck in a never-ending cycle of sobra and kulang. You get stuck with the burdens of either. Na-experience mo na parehong side, there's no point in staying on that seesaw, knowing that you cannot attain balance in that situation. So take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale, and then we get out of that seesaw. Hold my hand and let's get out of that seesaw together. Now, I would like you to remember 3 things as I end my speech. Virtue, balance, and courage. Virtue is the midpoint of vices. It is the equilibrium. In order for us to find peace, in order for us to avoid burden, we need virtue. We choose virtue. Virtue is the way. Next is balance. To attain virtue, you must make things balanced by experiencing both sides. Not too much here, not too much there. Just right here, in the middle, balance. And lastly, courage. Courage is your tool to jumping off that seesaw. Courage is your guarantee that you won't get stuck going back and forth between vices. Now, ladies and gentlemen, humanistas, everyone here in this theater, in this auditorium, ask yourself this question. Am I on that seesaw right now? Am I going back and forth between too much and too little? If so, 3 things: virtue, balance, and courage. With all that being said, this is Up High and Down Low, the seesaw of perspective by yours truly. Thank you everyone, and it's my pleasure to share knowledge with you.